Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. The action has already started.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
And this is Hullet. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Ruud Gullit! Beyond special! What a player!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So, a breakthrough already. Owen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's picked his way through. He's got tall. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
This is Owen. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And that certainly packed a punch. Not the most convincing of passes. And it's Neymar. Celtic looking to pass their way through. Owen! And it's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Celtic are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's a sharp little ball here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Schmeichel getting this one clear. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Bebeto, and this is Bale. Thuram. Rooney. Hullet. No, that's been intercepted. And that pass just didn't quite work. Pedri. Now it's Bale. And that could set him on his way. Chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they're back on the ball again. The ball has bounced loose now. Nice sequence of passes, this. Bale. Seedorf. Hullet. That is good alertness. Belletti. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He has a look up. Now, can he find a finish? Oh, important interception. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Well, there's the clearance. Hangs in across.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neymar. Now it's Rooney. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Beckham. Oh, that's well spotted. Neymar. And it's Seedorf. Celtic finding their passes. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Aimed beyond the defence. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. But he's well positioned here. Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's a good spell of possession, this. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, it's Bebeto. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Ferdinand clears. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Rooney. Now it's Rooney. Adams. That's Rijkaard.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Bale. Maldini. And it's Seedorf. Adams kept aware. And we hit half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Celtic are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que en la tienda oficial del estadio podrán encontrar todo tipo de objetos relacionados con nuestro equipo.
There's the start of the second half. Now it's Hullet. Now, can they get him away? Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bale, and this is Bebeto.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a moment.
And it's been given away. Pressing high and with purpose. Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bebeto. Mbappe! Araujo gets it clear. And here's Mbappe. And that's gone loose. Neymar. And here's Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Cleared without complication. Tries to play it through. And he's intervened well there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pedri. Celtic in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Tries to pass it through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he was quick to react. Belletti. And that's been intercepted. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pedri. Now it's Bebeto. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Owen. It's a searching pass.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Looking to play him in. Great ball if he can get there. And Bebeto! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bebeto really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rooney plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. A probing pass. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Owen. Good pressure, determined, intense. Oh, nice touch. Clipped into space. It's out for a goal kick.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
So,
dorsal
time for
10,
changes on both sides, actually.
el dorsal 6, el dorsal 4, el dorsal 18.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Serán
Celtic
sustituidos por
perhaps
el
contemplating
dorsal
their next
8,
change here.
Roberto Carlos, el dorsal 21, el dorsal 2,
Now it's
el
Luis
dorsal
Suarez.
15, el dorsal 11, Scholes. Se va a llevar a cabo un
And this is
cambio de
Luis
jugadores.
Suarez. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Fires it in low. Scholes. Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Neymar, he's got away. Can he finish? And he can clear it away. Tries to get it clear. Oh, sweet feet. And a chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
En el marcador se puede ver información relacionada con la seguridad del estadio.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Now it's Neymar. Good take, face to face. Goes for a shot! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Seedorf producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Neymar over to the left. Maldini has it in a wide position, drives it in. Cannavaro can get it clear. Oh, what a ball! That's a... Neymar! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Cannavaro has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Konyaspor choosing to make the first change.
Gerard, number 6, Baggio, coming on the field.
Celtic have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Pinches it off him. Ronaldinho. Alcantara. And it's Yaya Toure. That's Figo. And he's forced to go back. Yaya Toure. Probing pass. Nesta kept... Oh no, what has happened here? He's got away. Can he finish? Oh, he's done very well to take that. And one more try! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Yaya Toure. And it's Nesta. Now Ronaldinho. Pass somewhat off target. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that's a throw-in. Maldini. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And it's Messi. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Nedved. Figo. And this is Romario. Just eases him off the ball. Maldini. Thuram. Now it's Gullit. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. Messi. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Neymar with a real and that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?